Your heart has been working for you every second of your life, without breaks, without complaints. But after 60, it starts needing your help more than ever. Every choice you make now, what you eat, how you sleep, how much you move, directly impacts the strength and future of your heart. Unfortunately, many people over 60 unknowingly repeat daily habits that slowly wear down their heart health. And it's not just about junk food or missing workouts. Sometimes it's the most ordinary routine that does the most harm, silently, over time. Let's talk about the 10 habits that could be quietly harming your heart right now, and more importantly, how you can change them, starting today. Habit number 10, skipping daily movement. One of the most overlooked threats to heart health is simply not moving. I've seen so many people after 60 spend their days mostly seated, reading, watching TV, resting in bed, thinking it's just taking it easy. But stillness is not always rest. Sometimes it's damage in disguise. Daily movement, even something as simple as a 30-minute walk, helps the blood circulate properly, keeps the arteries flexible, and lowers your risk of heart attack and stroke. When you skip walking, your blood slows down, fat starts building up inside your arteries, your heart works harder, and over time, this leads to serious problems. But here's the good news. It doesn't take much to turn things around. Just 15 minutes in the morning and 15 minutes in the evening of walking at your own pace can cut your heart attack risk nearly in half. Walking boosts oxygen supply to your brain, reduces stress, and helps balance your weight, blood sugar, and blood pressure, all major factors in heart disease. You don't need a gym. You don't need expensive gear. Just a pair of shoes and a little time. Every step you take is a gift to your heart. Habit number 9, eating too much salt. Many people assume that salt is only dangerous when they use too much at the table. But in reality, the hidden salt in processed foods is the real problem. Canned soups, sauces, breads, frozen meals, pickles, and snacks all contain more sodium than your heart can safely handle. Too much salt causes the body to retain water. That extra fluid increases the volume of your blood, raising your blood pressure and forcing your heart to pump harder than it should. Over time, this silent pressure damages the arteries, kidneys, and brain. High blood pressure doesn't hurt until it's already causing harm. That's why it's often called the silent killer. The fix? Start by checking labels. Choose foods with less sodium. Cook more meals at home using herbs, garlic, lemon, or spices for flavor instead of salt. And avoid processed foods as much as possible. Even small changes, like switching from salted to unsalted nuts, can make a big difference. Within 2 weeks of reducing salt, your taste buds adjust, and food starts tasting just as good, only safer for your heart. Your heart doesn't need more pressure. It needs your attention. Habit number 8, starting the day with greasy or processed breakfast. Breakfast is supposed to energize you, not stress your heart, but many seniors start their day with bacon, sausage, fried eggs, buttery toast, sweet cereal, or sugary coffee drinks. These choices are packed with saturated fat, trans fats, and sugar, a recipe for high cholesterol, inflammation, and increased heart risk. Your blood is naturally thicker in the morning. Combine that with a heavy, fatty breakfast, and you create the perfect storm, forcing your heart to work harder than it should. This is why heart attacks are more common in the morning. Instead, build a breakfast that protects your heart. Oatmeal with berries, boiled eggs, whole grain toast with avocado, or a smoothie with fruit and protein. These meals lower inflammation, support stable energy, and nourish your heart rather than strain it. You don't have to skip breakfast. Just make it work for you, not against you. Habit number 7, drinking alcohol regularly. Some people say a glass of wine a day is good for your heart, but after 60, that advice becomes risky. Your body doesn't process alcohol the way it used to. Your liver is slower. Your blood pressure rises more easily. Your heart becomes more sensitive. Even 1 or 2 drinks can trigger irregular heartbeat, weaken heart muscles, and interfere with medications. I've seen it too often. Friends who drank just socially ended up with serious heart issues. Alcohol may relax your nerves, but it stresses your heart. If you're already dealing with blood pressure, diabetes, or cholesterol, alcohol makes it all worse. I'm not saying you can never enjoy a drink again, but it's time to be honest with yourself. Cut back, or better yet, take a break completely. your heart will beat stronger, your sleep will improve, and you'll feel more in control of your health. Sometimes walking away from that daily glass is the strongest move you can make. Habit number 6, bottling up stress or anger. Holding in your feelings, stress, anger, sadness, doesn't make you stronger. It just puts more pressure on your heart. I learned this the hard way. Years ago, I thought it was noble to keep things inside and not complain. But inside, my chest felt tight, my sleep was broken, and I was always on edge. Emotional tension releases stress hormones. Those hormones tighten your blood vessels, raise your blood pressure, and make your heart beat faster. Over time, it takes a toll. The heart doesn't just pump blood, it responds to how you feel. After 60, it becomes even more important to find peace. Talk to someone, write in a journal, go for a quiet walk, breathe deeply. You don't have to carry every burden alone. Let your heart rest, not just at night, but in your emotions too. Habit number 5, ignoring sleep apnea or snoring. Snoring might seem like just a loud habit, maybe even something to joke about, but for many people over 60, it's a sign the heart is struggling. Sleep apnea is when your breathing stops and starts during sleep. It lowers oxygen levels, disrupts deep rest, and puts serious strain on your heart. The scary part? Most people don't even know they have it. You might feel tired during the day, wake up with headaches, or struggle with memory, and never realize it's tied to poor sleep. I used to brush off my snoring too, but after a sleep test, I learned that my heart was under pressure every single night. If someone tells you that you snore loudly, gasp for air, or stop breathing in your sleep, don't ignore it. Get checked. Treatments like a CPAP machine or even small sleep adjustments can give your heart the oxygen it needs to recover. Fixing your sleep might be the single most important gift you can give your heart. Habit number 4, smoking or breathing in secondhand smoke. At this age, we all know smoking is dangerous, but it's worth repeating because some people still believe that just one cigarette or being around smoke won't hurt. Truth is, it will. Even secondhand smoke damages your arteries, raises blood pressure, and increases the risk of heart attack. I've seen friends who never smoked, but lived with smokers, and they still ended up with heart problems. There's no safe level of exposure. If you've smoked for years, I'm not here to judge. I just want you to know it's never too late. The day you stop is the day your heart begins to heal. Even after decades, quitting can reverse some of the damage. And no, vaping isn't a safe alternative. Your heart needs clean oxygen, not smoke of any kind. You've come too far to let smoke steal your future. Choose fresh air. Your heart will thank you every day. Habit number 3, using phones or watching TV late at night. These days, it's easy to fall asleep with the TV on or scroll through your phone in bed. I've done it myself. But after 60, our sleep becomes more fragile, and late night screens can do more harm than we think. The blue light from screens blocks melatonin, the hormone that helps you sleep. And without good sleep, your heart doesn't get the recovery it needs. Poor sleep raises nighttime blood pressure, increases stress hormones, and puts your heart under strain when it's supposed to be resting. It's not just the light, it's the content too. News, social media, fast-paced shows, they keep your brain active when it should be winding down. I started turning off screens an hour before bed, reading instead or listening to calm music, and believe me, it made a difference. I slept better, felt more rested, and my heart felt calmer. Let your evenings be a time of peace. Your heart deserves that rest. Habit number 2, eating fast food or fried snacks often. I know fried food is tempting. It's tasty, quick, and familiar. But after 60, your heart can't handle it the way it used to. Fast food and fried snacks are full of trans fats, saturated fat, and salt, the enemies of healthy arteries. Even one burger or a handful of chips each day can slowly clog your blood vessels. Over the years, I've seen how those small meals added up. My cholesterol rose, my energy dropped, and my doctor gave me a wake-up call. Now I choose baked or boiled foods, nuts instead of chips, and simple soups over greasy meals. Do I miss the fast food sometimes? Sure, but I don't miss the chest tightness, the tiredness, or the risk. What you eat becomes your blood. If it's greasy, your blood is greasy, and greasy blood leads to blocked arteries. Small swaps every day, they matter more than you know. Habit. Number 1, ignoring high blood pressure or skipping medications. This one's personal. I used to skip my blood pressure pills because I felt fine. Big mistake. High blood pressure doesn't show signs right away, but inside, it's quietly damaging your heart, your brain, your kidneys. And all it takes is one skip dose, one bad day, to trigger a heart attack or stroke. Now, I take my medication every morning. I check my pressure. I keep a small notebook and never miss a dose. If your pills give you side effects, don't stop. Talk to your doctor. Adjust the dose, change the schedule, but don't give up. That one tiny pill could be the reason you stay strong and independent for years to come. Your heart has worked for you every day of your life through joy, stress, grief, and laughter. And now, after 60, it just needs a bit of your help in return. Change one habit today, then another next week. You don't need to be perfect, just consistent. That's what your heart really wants. And if you found this video helpful, I invite you to subscribe to Healthy Longevity. It's a place where we talk simply and honestly about staying well after 60, one habit at a time. Take care of your heart. It's taken care of you for long enough.